Hi, David Payne here from Twinwoods Adventure. So I'm just going to interview Roy Castleman, who's the director, and he can tell us about his journey that he's had. He's got lots of really useful information based around mental health, team building, communication, things that are very much on people's minds at the moment. So there we go. Roy, how are we doing?
How are we doing, David? How are we doing?
Yeah, good. So I just did a little introduction about the fact that you're director of Twinwoods Adventure. Well, what I haven't said is where you are. So do you want to say a little bit about where you are first?
I'm at the Harpenden Hospital to get a CT scan because I need to get put back together for my shoulders, and AC joint is dislocated.
Because we were wondering about whether to postpone this interview, but you decided you wanted to go ahead with it, didn't you? Why was that?
Well, yeah, it's a very, very important subject. It's also it's quite timely and quite of the problem we're having. I'm sitting here in a hospital with a face mask on, having a conversation on a Zoom call. So yeah, why not, right?
So you've been doing a lot based around mental health, communication, team building, basically trying to fix right working for the world. So just want to say a little bit about your mission, Roy, and why you are who you are.
Yeah. Well, just a little bit of history. I run obviously Twinwoods Adventure. I also run 3 IT companies in the city, a CBD company, and a range of other smaller companies. And over the last 2 years, I've really struggled with actually what to do with my staff, how to get myself in the right mental place, how to get my staff in the right mental place. And then what's the right thing for us to do as managers and owners? What's our responsibility to make sure that people are actually okay mental health wise? And we spent a lot of time. I spent a huge amount of effort in trying to understand what that is. And the last 6 months have been great for us as a team. We've learned so much. We've got so much further forward. And we are looking at these 3 pillars of what we do. Communication. Communication is key. Team building. And that all just makes the mental health much more sensible and much more easy to get at least partially right.
What's your views around mental health, first of all?
Well, I mean, firstly, I in the beginning of 2020, January 2020, I found an article, I believe it was in Deloitte or Forbes, one of the big players, and they cited that the UK had lost £45 billion due to mental health in 2019. Okay, and then over and above that, so that works out to £1,700 per working person, okay, per year, right? So over and above that, we then got to October. That was before COVID, BC. We call it before COVID. And that then by October, on the 15th of October, I saw another article from the Mental Health UK. And they said in 2020 it was already £105 billion. Okay, and we as organisations, we now have a massive challenge to make sure our staff are protected from this. It's no longer good enough to just say, oh, okay, well, yes, we'll get a mental health first aider in. We actually have to do something. And if we can do something, we can't just go and say, right, here's a counsellor. That's not fair either. We have to change who we are, how we're working, what we're doing. And from that basis, we give a solid journey for our staff. First of all, are they communicating properly? Yes, they're communicating properly. Great. People are going to come out of this with massive mental health problems. So what is the journey for them? So we make sure we give them a solid place to work. We give them all the support we can, but then we also give them some mental health tools to work with, and a good journey to get the help they need if they do need that. And as managers and as operations people, we need to be watching out for those symptoms, because while there's some people that'll be shouting and screaming and crying, there's also a lot of people that'll just keep quiet. And before you know it, they'll be gone. And that's nobody wants that on their team. Nobody wants that for anybody. We're all here to do the positive things and do the right things. So I just think unless we talk about mental health, unless we actually say something about it, we're just not going to get to the place we need to. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fix with the world's remote working, and we're going to fix the families being lonely, and we're going to make this, make 2021 something that we can all be proud of.
And this is this definitely identified the issue that lots of people are aware with. It would probably be quite useful here to share some useful insights with people, because many people are going to be watching this and thinking, so those are the issues they identify with exactly what you just said. But what are people doing about that? And I was just wondering if you could just give a taste of some ideas of the things that you're doing within your own company that are making a really big difference right now to people's well-being.
Our core values very much lead into how we live our lives. And the primary one there is we care. We care and we grow. So if we care about our staffs and we care about where they're working, we have to show that we care. We have to believe we care. We have to live by it. Yeah. So we're talking now at the moment. I'll just give you the current situation. We have a once a month mental health chat from Howard. Howard does amazing stuff with us. He kind of gives tools and things for mental health. He's not a counsellor, but he breaks it all down and we give it into bite-sized pieces that people can actually digest. So at the moment we're having this great thing. We're working on breathing exercises with the team in the morning. So we get at 7 o'clock in the morning or at lunchtime. We do breathing exercise. We do a little bit of yoga, a little bit of meditation. And that's we're breathing life into the team. It really is. You're breathing life into the team. Yeah, I mean, you're on some of those with us in the morning, David. Yeah, how are you finding it?
It's unbelievable. It's just such an amazing way to start the day. It's such a small thing. And we were having a conversation early this morning, weren't we, about if everybody did that, can you imagine what the company would be like if everybody started the day in that way? If everybody started with the breathing exercises, got their head straight through meditation, did a bit of stretching, exercise, whatever, just sets them up for the day. And it makes it so much more productive. I think some companies might feel, well, that's a waste of time. We haven't got half an hour to do that. But actually spending half an hour to do that, to get the mind straight of all your employees, just makes them so more productive for the rest of the day. And it actually makes things more effective in the end. So no, I've already seen the benefits of it. It's been amazing.
I'm going to have to call it fairly short. I've got about 2 minutes to go. So anything to wrap up?
Maybe just how people can get in touch if they're kind of inspired by what you're doing and how we can help them. So obviously you've got the team building things going on right now. You've got the communication pieces going on right now. So if people are interested in safeguarding the well-being of their staff, then there's plenty of things that they can do. So what would you advise? So I don't know you, but I need help with mental health of my staff. What do I do?
So either reach out to me on LinkedIn. Reach out to any of my team on LinkedIn at Twinwoods Adventure. By all means, we'll connect up there and we'll go from there. Otherwise, give us a call at Twinwoods Adventure, twinwoodsadventure.com. The number's on there. Give us a call, and we'll be happy to have a chat with you over Zoom. And see how we can help.
Okay, brilliant. Roy, thanks for joining us today, and good luck with everything.
Thank you very much, David. All the best. See you later.
Take care. Bye now.